some of the, I guess, stereotypical things that you hear from them as to say, you know, I know you're behind in payments, let me help you get out of this problem? What are some of the steps or some of the responses you get?
There's several objections that people have. And the most common is just denial. You're wrong, I'm okay, I don't need any help. And then there's it's personal, it's not your business. I've got it handled, I've got an attorney. So there's the denial is the biggest one. Nope, I'm good, we don't need anything. And
so what happens when they're in denial? Because this affects how many people
in San Diego County alone? It's 2,000 people at any given time.
So that's 2,000 family, kids, grandparents, right, et cetera, et cetera. That area of that time and area of denial. Now they foreclose. What kind of extra problems do they fall into?
Well, now they've got a foreclosure on their record. Now you've got tax liability for the deficiency judgment, possibly. Now you've got to deal with an eviction that's going to come up. If you have security clearance because you're in the military or associated fields, that foreclosure opens you up to losing your security clearance. You're going to have a hard time getting any new credit for anything, getting a new job, especially if you're trying to handle money, right? Banks won't hire people with foreclosures in their record. And you're going to have a hard time finding someplace new to live because who wants to get a renter that just had a foreclosure?
So that being said, what are some of the, can you give us maybe one or two quick examples of how you've helped distressed sellers, quickly get on their feet or stay on their feet?
Yeah, there's two key criteria that I deal with when working with the homeowner. And after we've crossed the hurdle of, can you afford to stay here, right? What's your income look like and what's your housing payment look like? Gone are the days where people think that they can get principal forgiveness. So no banks are wiping out your $400,000 mortgage anymore, right? They might work with you to modify your payment so it's more affordable. But if that potential new affordable payment is still unaffordable, you now have to consider that hard decision of, I got to get out. So now the consideration I'm having with that seller and that homeowner is, how much time do you need? How much money do you need? Because those two factors are inversely related. You need more time, you get less money, right? Because I've given people 2 months or 3 months or 6 months to stay in their house longer than if they had just been foreclosed and would have to move out in 2 weeks. Versus if they're ready to move out in 2 weeks, well, I'm going to give you a bigger pile of money.